Welcome, Sharon Donnan. Sharon is with Acadiana Fiber Shed of southwestern Louisiana, which encourages the growing of heirloom brown cotton to support a local sustainable fashion industry. And Sharon will be giving a brief presentation introducing the film, and then we will screen the trailer.
Thank you, Kelsey. Our story actually does begin with the film, and this was serendipitous, or am I? I'm not seeing me, but that's all right. Shall I continue?
Yes, I'm sorry. I stopped my video and left you stranded, so I'll stay here with you while you talk.
Okay, wonderful. The story begins with my recognizing Acadia brown cotton here in Louisiana. I was familiar with it from previous work that I've done both in Peru and Mexico, and I was truly shocked to find it here in Southwest Louisiana. So Suzanne, in whose beautiful home I am seated right now, and she's watching in the other room, we together were antiquing and found old Cajun blankets. And I pulled this out. I had never seen one before. Of course, she is from here and a weaver and well informed about her own culture and weaving in Mexico as well. But I pulled the blanket out and I said, oh my goodness, what is this? And she said, that is an old Cajun blanket. And I said, well, I think this is, I have a previous background also in documentary filmmaking. I said, this is just too good. We just can't pass up this opportunity. We've got beautiful visuals. We have some of the greatest storytellers in the world. So let's do it. And she agreed, thankfully. What you will see in this short trailer is just bits and pieces of that. Our story has grown from this small documentary film now to becoming a major force here in the community where I am right now in Louisiana. We will be the last 3 weeks of our Acadian brown cotton, the fabric of Acadiana exhibit at the Hilliard will be closing. And we're just in a real whirlwind of activities, having been pretty much shut down by COVID for the last 6 months of our exhibit. But thankfully it was extended and it is still viewable, and we will be having the very first Acadian Brown Cotton Day in Louisiana next week on Friday. So we're very thrilled with that. And I think this speaks to the power of documentary film and how that can really serve to preserve a culture, to preserve many of the folks that we interviewed and did the oral histories on are no longer with us. And that's just in the last 3 or 4 years. We do have the granddaughter of one of those sharing his memories of his grandmother. His daughter has now joined our spinning and weaving circle, and we're very proud of that. I think it's best if we go ahead and show the trailer, Kelsey, and everybody can get just a little bit of taste of Louisiana.
Wonderful. I will start it now.
Try to understand the significance of the brown cotton tradition in Louisiana. It makes us reflect upon a group of people, or generations of people, really.
It's obviously, we say that, okay, gumbo is the stomach, music's the heart, but I mean, coton jean is the fabric.
When a daughter would marry, a mother would make for that daughter 12 blankets, 12 bedspreads, 6 sheets, 12 towels, 4 mattress covers, a quilt, a bolster, and 2 pillows. I can only imagine how long it took that mother. It wasn't an overnight thing, it was perhaps several years. I would think if that tradition that was handed down from one generation of Acadians on to the next, that mother probably thought about that as soon as she had that first child.
There's something in my heart when I do this. I feel a connection to my past and my ancestors, And I know they struggled a lot from the expulsion to today. And it's important that we save it as much as possible.
I love Acadian weaving for many reasons. We really need, as people, physical objects that remind us. And it's not just the objects that are important, but it's the reminder. When you touch something like this, you understand that all those people that came before us made a difference as to who we are, where we are, what we're doing now. And the real message is that therefore, if they made a difference to us now, then we make a difference of what we're doing now for the future generation.
Good, wonderful. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. So yes, the film made quite a stir here in Southwest Louisiana, and Elaine and I were invited to screen it and for Elaine to demonstrate her Acadian spinning and weaving techniques pretty much all up and down the Eastern Seaboard. And then we were invited to join the Textile Society of America, where I first discovered the depth of pollution and contamination that the commercial textile industry has caused our planet. And I also met a number of professors and women who were organizing co-ops around the world, but primarily in Peru, Mexico, Guatemala, India, and they were talking of setting up cooperatives that were really supporting whole villages. And we came back to Louisiana and we decided, well, why can't we do that here? Weavers were Elaine and Charlene Quinalty, whom you just saw in the film. They were the only two weavers left in Acadiana, and that were still weaving Acadian brown cotton. So we had a wonderful meeting at Vermilionville, which is our restored Acadian village, and 75 people showed up and wanted to participate in revitalizing this tradition, the culture, the textiles, every part of it. That was in 2017. We have formed now a team. I think we're close to 20 people. We've grown exponentially in the last 2 years. We have more than 10 growers who have signed agreements with us that they will practice chemical-free, insecticide-free farming. They are learning about regenerative agriculture. We have become an affiliate of the Fiber Shed. And this year, actually just in the last 2 months, we have found a mini mill in Florida, Pioneer Mill, the closest mini mill to us. And we are actually now producing roving. So, and this just arrived today, yarn. So we're hoping to have soon our own mill here in Acadiana and really be that regional fiber manufacturing industry right here that will help contribute to turning around global warming and promote the economy here. So this is a great place. The culture is amazingly alive. And with 40 years in costumes and textiles, I had no idea there was a weaving tradition here that's well over 200 years, and a natural brown cotton. So I know we're very close to running out of time, but I did want to. I'm so proud of our poster that we've done for the exhibit. These are all the efforts of the young people who have joined our team, all growers, designers, weavers, spinners, and we're just so very, very grateful to be a part of this really amazing community and textile aficionados and lovers, and wonderful. So I'm happy to take any questions and hope I've maybe answered some for you.
Thank you, Sharon. Yes, it's incredible what you're doing. And we have one question. Someone has asked, where can we see the documentary?
Well, we're screening it in Louisiana next Friday, but just contact me through the Acadian Brown Cotton at gmail.com. And we have DVDs. We're working on trying to send it, I'm not sure how, but digitally, as fewer and fewer people actually have DVDs anymore. But we can work with you on that if you don't. And that is, at this point, the only place to access.
And you also, am I correct? You also have your brown cotton for sale on the website in addition to the.
We do. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have two, right now, only two weights. One is a fingering, and this is what we call our quote unquote hand spun, because it does look so much like a hand spun yarn.
Beautiful. Where's the exhibit and when does it close?
It's at the Hilliard Museum. It will close June 30th. And we received a grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities and another one from the Louisiana Endowment for the Humanities, which I think is really a credit to how the textile industry, not industry, but the craft people, craft weavers and spinners and the whole textile community has really grown, and to be acknowledged and recognized by the NEH is really, I think, a step forward for all of us.
Wonderful. We have just 2 minutes, and this is a question I think there may be some interest in. Is there a difference between the Acadian brown cotton and the, I'm not sure if I'll pronounce it correctly, Cuyuchi cotton in Oaxaca?
Well, actually, they are very, very closely related. And the studies that have been done at both at the university here and also there's a cotton research center in New Orleans, indicates that our seed is closest to the Mexican seed. The color doesn't really vary much from the Peruvian to the Mexican and the Acadian, but they are distinctly different seeds and different varieties, of course.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Sharon. There are a few other comments and a couple of questions in the chat, but we'll make sure that you get those and we can send them out to our attendees. So thank you for giving so much information in such a short period of time.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you so very much, everyone.